Okay, so I'll be explaining piping of neck. In this video, I'll be showing us how to go about the piping of neck. Now, this is my senator top. Now, if you take a look, I use pen. Now, before you pipe your neck, you need to make sure that your neck circumference is well round. So if you take a look, you notice that it is not well round. So I had to use my pen to make this. So I'll be cutting those edges. So I'll be cutting those points from here. You need to make sure that the neck circumference is round, well round. Okay. I also need to take note of your neck measurements while doing this. Make sure it's well round. So if you take a look, if you notice that it is not well round, you can still trim it to make sure that you have a round neck before you pipe. Okay, we have this, so we keep this aside. So my neck is well round. So the next thing I'll be showing us how to cut a bias. You also need to cut a bias. So to do that, you get your fabric. This is the fabric I'll be using to cut a bias. Now you place this as shown. All right, let me use this. Let's use this as a fabric. So to cut your bias, you keep it in a squared form. Four corner this as shown. Now you fold from this edge. You see, you pick up this edge, then you fold like this as shown. Fold like this as shown. Then you now cut off from this point. Cut off from this point. I'm showing you how to cut your bias. This is it. Then you remove this. Then the width of your bias is 2.5 inches. So from this point, you now cut off as shown. Remember the width 2.5. So by the time you cut this fabric will be stretching. Yeah, stretching. So this is how to go about cutting your bias. So I'll be using this fabric, this pepper red fabric for that. So place this as shown. Then I'll fold this just like the paper I've just showed us. Then I'll now cut from this angle here. Cutting from this angle down. This is how to go about piping. Then remember I said the width. Remember I said the width is 2.5, so this is 2.5. So you cut this, remember, in a diagonal shape. So by the time you cut this, automatically your fabric becomes stretchy. So the next thing, you get your hemi gum. So let's keep this. So you get your hemi gum and you place at the middle. So you place your hemi gum at the middle as shown. Okay. Alright, this is, then you get your iron. Okay, you place your hemi gum as shown at the middle. Then you get, remember, the hemi gum is at the middle. So you pick up these two. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. Two together. Then you press. Press as shown. Okay, as you can see, bring the two together. Remember 2.5 inch. Do this down to the end. So when you're through with that, this edge, you get your hemi gum, then you fold again, fold as shown. This part, okay, then you iron it down. Iron this down. Then watch carefully. Now fold. You fold into two. While folding into two, make sure that the down part is wider than the front. The down part should be wider. As you can see, both are not equal. As you can see. So you iron this, unfold. Remember, it's unfold. While folding, take note, the down part should be wider than the upper part. I'll tell us why we're sewing this. So do this to the end. So we'll be going to this machine to do the sewing. Okay, so now I want to show us how to go about the piping. Now this is my front panel. This is a good side facing you. So this is it, the folded edge. So you put this. Remember, we said while folding, the down part should be wider than the front part. The essence is we'll be sewing just the front part alone. So go to our sewing machine. So watch carefully. Make sure it's at the edge. Okay. So we'll be sewing this. Okay. Now while sewing, please do not drag your fabric. Remember your fabric. Okay, there's something I want to explain now. If you take a look, you see that your fabric is like curved, so you obey that curved part. Don't drag it straight. Do not drag it. If you drag it straight, this bias will not be relaxed, so you obey it by keeping it, you know, as you can see, I'm trying to bend it, I'm not dragging it straight. So by so doing, you have a relaxed piping. So you'll be doing that while sewing. Please obey the curved parts. Do not drag it straight. Do not drag it straight. So we'll do that all through to the down part. Please try to obey. As you can see, I'm trying to bend it, not dragging it straight. I'm trying to bend. By so doing, you have a relaxed. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to bend it. Bend it. Now when you get to this end part, you cut off the excess. Now you cut off. Now this is where it is. You now fold. Watch carefully. Now fold in. As you can see, you fold. As you can see now, then you now bend as shown. And now continue your sewing. So now repeat another line. Okay, I'm trying to sew the second line. This is the second line. Same. Just run it. So take it down to the end. Okay, so I'm through with that. So now watch carefully. The next thing I'll do, you quickly iron. Now while also ironing, you make sure it is bent as shown. Don't drag it straight. Make sure you bend it as shown. Then use your steam iron. If you have a steam iron, please obey those curved points. Obey them. If you don't, please, when doing this pressing, obey the curved part. Do not drag it straight. If you drag it straight, make sure they are curved as shown. As you can see, you iron them with your steam iron. Make sure you obey those curved part. Okay, so as you can see, we have a relaxed piping there. So this is how to go about piping a relaxed, you can see, well relaxed. Alright, so this is how to pipe for your senator top.